Christ never left him disciples. And if I want food, me have, man share that. Set the box cover ya, tear that. Them a play my song, before people hear that. Pull it up, play back. No frightened for your spondyle. Me have one shoes alone, I'm a bill. Enough of them lose them soul for gain the world. When I switch for the table turn, me no frightened for Benz and Beamer. I'm in a sell out, my friends them need that. Enough of them lose them soul for gain the world. When I switch for the table turn. Family, me no love out. Mama soon come back, me a step out. Tired to see you stress out. But she deserve the best, don't it? When I talk about YVP, them drop a lot of song for me. And I still give thanks for it. Life comes with stages, I'm just on the other pages. We no frightened for your spondyle. Me have one shoes alone, I'm a bill. Enough of them lose them soul for gain the world. When I switch for the table turn, we no frightened for Benz and Beamer. I'm in a sell out, my friends them need that. Enough of them lose them soul for gain the world. When I switch for the table turn. Some say Jamil a long time up on the scene. Oh, you no boss yet? Hey, they are boss sweat. How long? Oh man, just a keep so strong because if I sell me, if I sell out for boss, it not go happen. I jam myself. I notice when you talk the truth, you not gonna wait. We no frightened for your spondyle. But you have one shoes alone, I'm a bill. Enough of them lose them soul for gain the world. When I switch for the table turn, I'm not frightened for Benz and Beamer. I'm in a sell out, my friends them need that. Enough of them lose them soul for gain the world. When I switch for the table turn. No, 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 no. Sometimes I feel like crying. I won't stop trying. Yeah. Yeah. Hit that.
So we are back. Good morning.
Morning to you, my dear.
Morning, Manu.
Morning, friends of the Mr. 1225, good morning to you. Mr. Good morning. Everybody love is the answer. We all like Boy Call, Malcolm and Gemma. Or they coming. Gone for now listening. Love is the answer. 1227 from morning. Hello.
Okay, folks, this morning, I'm reading from the Daily Express here. Sean Sobers to be appointed UNC Senator. Opposition leader Kamla Persad Bissessa will advise the president to appoint Sean Sobers as the opposition senator. Sobers replaced Ashvani Mahabir.
She's getting high.
Okay, right. So, Sobers replaced Ashvani Mahabir, who resigned suddenly last Friday after less than a month. According to a statement from the UNCV, Sobers previously served as a temporary opposition senator and has contributed to debates on several bills, including most recently the Administration of Justice Indictable Proceedings Amendment Bill number 2 of 2019. So I'm not going to read the whole article, but you know, it is really interesting in this country. Let me say congratulations though to Mr. Sobers, because I don't want it to ever be said that we here, or my program, is opposed to persons joining the United National Congress. That is not my issue. And of course, the person is free to join whichever political entity they so choose. However, I want to say that in Trinidad and Tobago today, the political landscape is one in which, fortunately, a number of us who like politics, there are a number of things that we can point to in each organization, the UNC and the PNM, and others if we choose, but mainly the PNM and the UNC, that would guide us in making certain decisions. And I'm saying so because I'm looking at the appointment of Sobers to replace Ashvani Mahabir, and before him, Gerard Ramdeen, who had to resign because of charges laid against him for allegations of misbehavior coming out of the AG's office, where briefs are concerned. So, when you consider that this is a country and we all want the best for our country, it really is appalling, and one is taken aback when we have young, bright people, particularly of African descent, who in this day and age and at this particular time would accept an appointment from Kamla Persad Bissessar and the UNC, which to my mind brings into question their character. Let me repeat that. I have no problem with people joining whichever political entity they feel to. That is their right. However, the question must be asked: how can a person like Jerlin John, how can a person like Sean Sobers, given the UNC's history, accept an appointment and align their character and their profession and their integrity with Kamla Persad Bissessar and the UNC?
We're gonna chase those crazy ballets out of town.
Folks, let me explain something to you. I was a member of the United National Congress. And I was a member when information wasn't available as much as it is available now. I joined the UNC when I was a young, naive young woman. I have to admit though that I had always loved Mr. Pandey. I think I said that here before. But it wasn't so much the politics of the UNC or the politics of Williams and the PNM why I joined the UNC. I joined the UNC because of ignorance. I was not informed at the time. And I stayed there for a period of time. But while I was there, and I heard a young lady said something on this frequency a couple days ago with those two idiots from the dance. When I was there, I was a warrior. I was indeed a warrior. And I would get up every opportunity I had and oppose the leadership and the party, sometimes even being moved to tears that the handful of Africans that were in the UNC were indeed window dressings. Tokenism we represented. And while I was there, I thought that I could have done something. I could have said something. No. The fact remains is that there were more house Negroes in the UNC than there were warriors. And I'm speaking about African people. Wade Mark being the top of that list. Wade Mark being at the top of that list. But as we said here, some people are bright, but they're not smart at all. Because if Sean Sobers and Jolene John knew their history, they would know that Wade Mark has been one of the head Negroes, Foundation African, in the UNC. As a matter of fact, it was Wade Mark and Roy Kwabena who got me involved in the UNC. They came to the Bitam one morning, scouting for talent, and stumbled upon me. But folks, after over 3 decades, Wade Mark was never given a safe UNC seat to fight. Wade Mark was never given a safe UNC seat to fight. As a matter of fact, When Kamla Prasad Bisesa won the elections, it was being bandied about even in the media and even by one of Kamla's HN head Negro, Jack Warner. He called himself that, He was the head Negro in charge. It was said that there was no room in the UNC for Wade Mark, that slave. That slave. There was no room for him. And I will tell you something. And what I'm about to tell you, it came straight from the horse's mouth. In a Diego Martin meeting with Kamla Prasad Bisesa, I was informed that it was a former Chief Justice of East Indian descent who had begged Kamla Prasad Bisesa to appoint Wade Mark, and thus he became the Speaker of the House. But that head Negro, that foundation UNC slave, they didn't want no part of him. Just like they didn't want no part of me, they didn't want no part of Jack Warner. They don't want no part of Jalen John. Yes, Jalen John, you. They don't want no part of you. Just like they don't want no part of Kingsley and God Christopher. Just like they didn't want no part of Verna St. Rose Grave. Just like they didn't want no part of Jonathan Goodluck, better known as Lincoln Douglas. Just as how they didn't want no part of Emmanuel George. Just as how they want no part of Barbara Burke. Negroes, please. Negroes, please. The UNC is a racist party. The only purpose that you, Negro, would serve, that you, Sean Sobers, would serve, is that of a window dressing. As someone rightfully said this morning, your purpose is to woo the African votes, because without the African votes, the UNC cannot win an election. But it doesn't matter how much of us they kick to the curb, because they did kick Jack to the curb. They did kick Verna St. Rose to the curb. They did kick Lincoln Douglas to the curb. It doesn't matter how much or how many of us get kicked to the curb. The more Africans they kick, the more Africans run in to their bosom. Something is terribly wrong with African people. This morning, I opened the papers to see the headline that Munilal is saying to the government extend the registration period for the Venezuelans. Thanks for that reminder. Winston Gypsy Peters kicked to the curb. And mind you, like Wade Mark, Gypsy is a long-standing member of the UNC. As a matter of fact, he went a little further in that, or he represented much more, in that he was part of the Ramjack G fraction that got rid of Basdio Pandey so that Kamla Prasad Bisesa today could have been prime minister in this country. And opposition leader. But you see, it doesn't matter how badly we get treated. It doesn't matter how much whip we get on our backs. We have to continue to show the rest of groups in this country that we are virtual slaves, both mentally and physically. Because some of us are controlled by the mind. And some of us are actually out there working to ensure that we bring these people back into government and to make sure that they continue where they left off, to disenfranchise, discriminate, and marginalize African people. I don't want to talk about no Venezuelans. I don't want to talk about no Venezuelans. As far as I'm concerned, they're not going to marginalize me. At least I don't see that as yet. And if I'm going to be marginalized by them, please feel free to call in and tell me so that I can be aware and I would know what to look for. But I am certain that for the 5 years that Kamla Prasad Bisesa was there and the UNC, that they did things to African people in this country that says to me that there is no way in hell they can ever get my vote again. And I wish I can sit here and I can say that about the rest of my African brothers and sisters. Good morning, caller. Lost that call. Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, JD. One shot, one kill.
One shot, one kill.
I wonder if these people who get pulled in their senators, if they were asked the same question that they asked Lawrence Maharaj, if they will tolerate corruption. Like them say yes. I can't believe these people were to join that party. They never came out of this country. There was always only money. Money they love, money they crave. The jail waiting for them. They could do what they want and say what they want. time longer than twine. And let me say morning to Bruce. I know if he's still there with you.
Bruce stepped away for a minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
I locked on as usual. Say, you have a safe and blessed day.
Same to you.
Wicked and bad.
Good morning.
Good morning, Juliet. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah. Juliet, yes. UNC right now, they're desperate right now. And the Godly Lady is fighting for survival. So right now, UNC will use the House Negroes to get the African vote, because that is what they wanted, the African votes to come in power. Because if the UNC don't get the African votes, they cannot come in power, because their safe seats cannot bring them in power, and they know that. So they will try to use the Africans, the House Negroes, who they could use. You see that they're putting them on the forefront to talk, because they are using them, and they know House Negroes easy to buy, and they're trying to see how much they could buy, because the elections is around the corner. So that's what they're basing now, is the African votes they want. But if you House Negroes, let them play stupid, let them go ahead. But they cannot fully be majority African people in this country. Have a good morning, Angela.
Same to you. And Kola, I'm happy that you said that, because the racism of these people, it is on display before our eyes. Why would Kamla Pasabi say so? Put African people at the forefront of her Monday night meetings now. Come on. Good morning.
Morning, Miss Daisy.
Yes, good morning to you.
No apology for speaking the truth.
None whatsoever.
UNC use Negroes conveniently. There's something called classical conditioning. You ring the bell, you give the dog some food. It will salivate to give you the food. You ring the bell, you continue doing that for a while. And eventually, all the dog have to hear is the bell. You rather give nothing, it will start to salivate. Classical condition, and that's what happened to a lot of the Negroes in UNC. They have been conditioned. So now you telling them the truth, them in hearing that. All them hearing, pain and bad, and them start again. That is what they've been conditioned to do. And sometimes they get nothing or next to nothing for the behavior. But you see, they have been classically conditioned. So you have to uncondition them, and there's a lot of work to do that. Have a blessed one.
Same to you. Good morning.
Good morning. You see that lady, Julia? I don't know if this lady start calling her a couple of weeks.
Yeah, very intelligent.
Besides my guru, well, I had to put she next to me.
She's very intelligent.
Watch me,
Juliet,
that lady is a boss. I had to put she next to my guru. From listening to that lady, she's a boss. But you see, we had a man who was the speaker of the House in married an African woman, and had to buy a seat for our next woman.
Thank you.
Imagine he had to reach to that extreme to show his loyalty.
But not only that, he married into Hindu to show his loyalty as well. Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yes.
He had to go to try to prove his loyalty to what that organization. But they lock up 9,000 and we and tell me what? We go find the evidence after. And we still sit down here after Jack Warner, Gypsy, you, the man who get charged for driving on the bus route, who used to wear the hat. We had the man who was the maxi taxi driver, became pastor,
I forget his name, boy. I was trying to remember his name.
With them. Them disappear.
Roger Samuel.
All of them just disappear. You don't even hear them talking on behalf of the party. And here we go on. They had you see the problem was then, they had what they call them then? In 2010, what it was? There wasn't the UNC. The People's
Partnership.
So they put the Africans in front. One man, who was the first man to leave? David Abdullah. And
yes.
And we still come in here they took one, here we're going on, they took the man they put yesterday to replace the senator. Last night I sat down and I listened to our talk show. And here the talk show host. I've been here 25 or 30 years. I don't know where this man come from. And gave you a senatorship position. So what the man is saying, and here what they're saying, them people. So you know what I mean? They take an African from Norway and we don't know who he is.
But they are absolutely correct.
So they start fighting among themselves because of that, because